Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's Beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. This should be a real treat. Nate sent me this and put a little note in there, said this will make up for the hop abomination that Dry Dock does and that he sent me that I wasn't real impressed with. Nate, you don't have to send any other beers to make up for beers that you sent. I appreciate you sending what you do. You can't control what the beer tastes like. I mean, brother, it is not your fault. I mean, you can't help it what the beer tastes like, or if it doesn't have a date on it, that is not your problem. But it is my job, I consider, to call those guys out that don't date their beers. So that's what I'm here to do, and to taste the beers and give you my rendition of what it tastes like. So thanks again, brother. I appreciate you sending me this. This looks like a winner. It's got the foil on the top of it. This is their Dry Dock Signature Series Bligh in Barleywine Ale, which is an aged in whiskey barrel for 7 months. So if that's a fresh whiskey barrel and not had beer in it before, this ought to have a heavy whiskey slash bourbon taste to it. And it is a barley wine that comes in at 10.5% ABV. And it says right here on the label that it is aged in whiskey barrels. And on the side, it says 2013. Malty and complex. This big beer has strong caramel backbone, supporting oak and whiskey flavors with hints of dark fruits. The nose wafts coconut, toffee, and smooth hint of alcohol. The flavor and aroma merge, becoming one just after a single sip. There is a touch of bitterness, and it will age nicely. And this says Small Brewing Company of the Year 2009 GABF. So very nice. And they're out of Aurora, Colorado. And on a beer like this, the 2013 that they've got here on the label, it will suffice. That tells you what vintage the beer is, like a fine wine. And this is a 10.5%er, so this will age very nicely for many, many, many years. You can keep this beer for 10 or more years, and it would be just as tasty, if not tastier. And like I tell you guys, I would love to put this in the fridge downstairs and keep this for several years before I drink it. But I feel obligated to these guys that purchase stuff like this, because I'm pretty sure this was a fairly pricey bottle to buy. Especially being aged, it takes up space in their brewery for 7 months in that whiskey barrel. So they have to charge for that. I mean, I would not be surprised if this wasn't a $15 to $20 bottle of beer. And it's a bomber. It's a 22 ouncer. So let's get on with this one. I'm looking forward to tasting this. Says the availability is fall, so they do this in the fall of every year, I guess. It does not have the IBUs listed on this beer that I see. Commercial description from the label, and this is a 2011 that they're reading from, and it's basically the same thing, malty and complex, it's big beer, same thing that's written on the side label here. Additional notes not on the label from the brewery: Dry Dock will only produce 120 cases of this beer. It will be released the first week of October. It will be the only second seasonal beer that Dry Dock has bottled. Its first Apricot Blonde came out in June and will be all off the shelves by the end of September. A third seasonal Wee Heavy Scotch is slated for release on November 14th. All are sold in 22-ounce bomber bottles. Very nice. This is considered an English barley wine. The food pairings: cheeses are sharp blue and cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger. And it doesn't have a meat pairing for this. This is a very big beer at 10.5%. This is a sipper, not a gulper. Glassware is a pint, becker, the non-alcoholic tumbler, the snifter, oversized wine glass. I got the double glass for this one. And of course, like I said, this beer can be cellared for many, 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 many years. So I love when they do the foil that comes off just like this. And not in little bitty pieces. That's the way it should come off. You shouldn't have to, it shouldn't be glued on with Loctite. Very nice cap, dry dock on it. Got the ship on there, Brewing Company. This will end up on the fridge downstairs. If I can get this off without bending it up. Nice little hiss. Let's go down the center on this one, guys. And like I said, this is a bomber to 22 ounces, so I will save some of this for the other half. Very nice, very nice. Almost a finger of head. It is a rich ruby colored beer. I can see the bulb through it. It's not super clear, but I can see the bulb through it. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Good looking barley wine in the glass. Very rich red color. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah. Just like they say on the label, there's toffee, caramel, some dark fruit, raisin, dates, plums, figs. The whiskey is there. I can smell it. Oh, it smells big, bold, and beautiful, guys. Wow. Very, very pleasant aroma. Got a very nice sweetness to it. The whiskey is definitely there. Been in the whiskey barrel for 7 months before they bottled it. Wow. Awesome smell. Cheers, everybody. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, Nate. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Oh, my God. That is awesome. Awesomely well-made beer. The alcohol is very well hidden for a 10.5%er. Very balanced. The whiskey is not overpowering anything. The malt is there. You taste the vanilla from the whiskey barrels. Coconut. Dark fruit. Wow. Mmm. This is awesome. Definitely makes up for the hop abomination, Nate. Wow, this is delicious. Wonderful aroma. The whiskey is not overpowering anything. It's there. You know it. The dark fruit. Wow, delicious. Wow. That's just going to get better as it warms up. Wow. Guys, we're going to pour the other half for the other half. Let this warm up. Might fire up a cigar. And we'll come back and do the final chug on this one. This definitely tastes like an A beer. Stick around. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. This beer is delicious. The whiskey, the dark fruit, raisins, dates, plums, figs, caramel, toffee, little brown sugar. It's wonderful. Wonderful aroma on this beer. Nate, this is definitely a winner, guy. Alcohol is well hidden for a 10.5%er. Wow. Delicious. The other half loved it too, guys. Final chug. Wow. I want to tell you, I made Danish national TV I posted a link on the Facebook page. It's about 55 minutes into their show, but made Danish national TV worldwide. What do you think? Yeah, it's flattering when something like that happens, but you know, it is what it is. I don't let it get to my head or anything like that. But after almost 1,400 beer reviews, I do get a little recognition here and there, so it's nice and humbling when I do. So I appreciate it. But if you get a chance, go over to my Facebook page. I posted a link to it, and you can check it out. Peter, the master of hoppets, is in there too, and they're talking about beer, but it's all in Danish, and I can understand what they're saying. But they do post a little snippet of one of my beer reviews I did here about a week or so ago. So it's pretty nice. Kind of flattering. So guys, this beer is awesome. Not quite to the 10 scale in my book, but it is pushing. It's kicking on the door. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's got the year on the bottle. It's very delicious, nice whiskey taste in there, but it's not overpowering. Everything else that's in the beer, very well made beer. They got a winner with this one. It's definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on the Dry Dock Signature Series Bligh Barleywine Ale. They're out of Aurora, Colorado. Very, very nice. So definitely worth picking up. I enjoyed this one, Nate. It definitely made up for the Hop Abomination. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciated it. It was very delicious. Very enjoyable. 9 out of 10 for me, guys. Let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 97, world class. Excellent numbers from those guys. They're usually pretty low numbers on most of their stuff, and it really has to be something special for them to get up into the 90s like that. So 97 world class, I agree with that. It is a world class beer. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it would be between 97 and 99. So let's go see what Rate Beer says. Rate Beer says 99 overall, right where I would put it. And 96 in the style. Fits the style very well made beer. Wow, awesome. Awesome beer. Thumbs up to these guys for putting the year on this style of beer and for making it an exceptional beer. I enjoyed it immensely. Went well with the cigar that I had. The other half, like I said, loved it. Very tasty, very balanced beer. Nothing's overpowering anything else. Very tasty. So if you've had this one, their signature series, Barleywine Ale, just comment back on this one whether you liked it or didn't like it. I can't imagine why you wouldn't like it. It's very well made beer. You got just the right amount of everything to be an enjoyable beer. So loved it. Alright guys, we're out of here. That's the ratings and comments on this one. Let me know if you've had it, and as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Hope you can join me then. See you.